Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial of the famous song The Lady is a Tramp, which you will find some details in the description. So I have modified the original key of B flat for G. If this tone doesn't suit your voice, once you have grasped the harmonies that I'm going to show you, and if you have the digital piano, do not hesitate to use the transpose or transposition according to the model you have. They are also made for that. Read your manual if you don't know how to do it, but it's still very simple, so you can change the key so that it's much more comfortable for your voice while playing the same chords. So of course, as usual, my channel you will find in another video under the title guide the whole song to help you with a general understanding. So let's go to so just before I will split this tutorial in two parts. For the very beginners, we'll see in ballad all the song and all the details, the chords in ballads, and you'll see it's really pretty. It's really interesting also to play in this type of music. And in the second part, if you're a little bit advanced, we make it the rhythm with like a with a Latin rhythm. Okay. So let's start with the introduction. We're on the scale, we're on the key of G. So let me give you a trick to make difference between the major 7 on the scale of G on all the scales. So scale G from G to G. 1, I'm talking always in degrees and natural scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I've said major 7 and root. Okay, so what is the F in this case? The F is the 7. Why? From the 5th root and major 5th, 1, 2, 3 semitone above is the 3rd minor dominant. So it's a G7. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4 semitone above the 5th is a major 7. So G major 7 and the root. So the trick is to find the major 7 always a semitone below the root. Okay, major 7. And the semitone below that F. For example, on the C, that's the simplest key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 and root. See? C major 7 and semitone below the major 7, you will find the 7. Okay? You see 3 semitone above the 5th. The 5th is just 5th. Okay? So, G major 7, G7. This is very important to make it. It's a trick. If it will not trick if it doesn't work on all the keys. Of course, it works on all the keys, on the 12 keys. So let's start with when keys are on G. Okay, so we start with a D sharp 5, scale of D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, roots and major 5th sharp 5. Okay, so it's a triad, but with a sharp 5. So we have D, G flat and B flat. Okay, so it's only the reverse of the root. Okay, so we have G flat, B flat, and D, and then D, C, B, A, N, and then we start to sing. So we didn't play the melody. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. Because we sing, we make the melody with our voice. We just make the chords with our right hand and the bass with our left hand. Okay, so it's a trio, triad. So she gets. We start here. She gets G major 7. We start. You see on the scale of G, roots at 5th and the major 7. So we have G, B, D and F sharp or G flat, same thing. Okay. She gets too hungry. So first we're on ballad. Okay. So A flat diminished 7. Scale of A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. So from the A flat 7, we keep the A flat in place, but we diminish the 3rd by 4 semitone below the 5th and the 7, and it's become A flat diminished 7 instead of A flat 7, A flat diminished 7. You see? Okay, we have diminished the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. Okay, so in fact we have A flat, B, D, and F, and then I carry on A minor 7 for dinner, for dinner. Scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7 root. Root third minor, you see 3 semitone above the root, the 5th and the 7. So A, C, E, G, minor high 8, D7, that it's a reverse of D7, scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7. In the root position, root 3rd, 5th, 7. We have 3 other possibilities for to go back to on the top to the A minus A7, like this. The root is coming in the top, that's the first reverse. Second one that we're going to use, that the third is coming in the top. We have a third one, okay, that the 5th is coming in the top, and then we're landing on the A7, you see, on the D7, in same position on the root, but we have just upscale, you see, and then we can carry on, of course, until all the keyboard, of course. So we're going to use this one: A, C, D, and F sharp. Okay, from the start again. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. And then again, second line, I carry on. She likes the theater, A flat diminished 7, but never A minor 7. Come, let's. So different option now. You can just play again the D7 like this, or if you if you want to make a fancy, we're just only with one note. You see. But it's exactly if I'm playing, you see, like this. If I'm playing, but just on the bottom, like this. You see. So we have D with F sharp, then we have E with G, F with we say intervals because we have only 2 notes. F with A flat and A flat with A, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? But this D is coming on the bottom like this. Bum, 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 bum. So you can just play with one finger, like bum, 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 okay? Or both with both. Or, okay? Or like this. It's up to you, you have the choice. Or you do nothing, you stay on the D7, okay? So, she likes the theater, but never come late. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she. So, it's again a G major 7, but I would like to use, because for change the color of the song, because it's always the same chords, to change the position of, and it's in change the color. The F sharp is coming at the bottom, yes, okay, and the 5th on the bottom, the D. It's also the G major 7, but it's exactly the same notes, but it's in a different way, and it changes the color. It's more low. You see, she never bothers, but you can say she never bothers. Okay, you can play like this, but so really I think it's better to play like this. We have D, F, D, G flat, G, and B. Okay, okay. She never bothers. So now we have G7 9. Okay, root 3rd, 5th, 7. Okay, keep the 7 in place. That the 8, that the 9, the A, the 3rd on the top, the B, and the 5th, the D on the top. Okay, so we have the 7, we have the 9, we have the 3rd, we have the 5th, and we have the root with our left hand. G major 7, G7 9. Okay, so again, she never bothers with C major 7 9. Roots, scale of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, 8, root 9. We're interesting. We're looking by the 9, the major 7, the 5th, and the 3rd major, and the root. Okay, so we have C, E, G, B, D. With people, she is. We're just changing from the major mode with the 3rd major. Instead of 3rd major, it's become a minor. You see, roots and minor, 5th and 6th. We keep the 5th and 6th in place. The root is coming at the bottom, on the top, sorry. And the E flat, the 3rd minor, you see, 3 semitone above the root. Is the C minor 6. So G, A, C, E, flat. With the root, nothing changed. From the major to minor 6. Major 9, 7, major 7, 9 to minor 6. Okay? Okay? So from E, G, B, D to G, A, C, E flat. Okay? And then that's G major 7, G major 7, Y, E7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root 5th 7, we have E, A flat, B, and D. The lady, A7, we saw the scale of A, root 5th 7, as only the 7 is coming at the bottom. So G, A, D flat, E is D6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, roots, 3rd major and 6. D with G flat with B, TRAMP. So in time, that's why the lady is a tramp. Okay? So, and then you have some options. You can stay on the G, but you can use also intervals like this. Bum, 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 bum. Okay? Exactly in the same thing to the that we done with the D. Okay? So, but here with a G. So G, B, A, C, B flat, D flat, and B, D. And then, you see, I'm just carrying with the left hand, the G, you see. Or you can do that. And with the finger, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Or with the both, with dual notes, it's an option. It's up to you. You have the choice. Or you stay on the G. Okay. I mean, she never bothers with people. Sorry, she hates. And then that's why the lady is a tramp. And then there's different option. D sharp 5 again, and then ba-dum bum bum, and then we're landing on the 2nd verse. Okay? Or if you don't agree, you do that's why the lady is a tramp. And then D sharp 5. She don't go to crab game, 2nd verse. Okay? So you have the choice. You can do bum 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 bum, and then ba-dum bum bum bum, and then or you stay on the G major 7, and then you just play D sharp 5, and then it's make a small turnover between the 2 verses. Well, it's up to you. You decide by yourself. Okay? So, but you have another way. You can avoid to play this E7 if you want, like this. That's why the lady, you say, instead of that's why, okay, you can stay on the G major 7, that's why the lady is a tramp. That's more simply, but it's a little bit more rich if you play the E7, you see. That's why the lady is a tramp. Okay? And then bam, bayam, bam, bam. And then 2nd verse. G major 7. She don't go to crab games. F flat diminished 7, same chords, okay? A minor 7 with barons and nurse, D7, G major 7 again, won't go to all M, A flat diminished 7, A minor 7 in eminent first, same thing. You have the choice to the intervals scale, or you stay in D7. So I can G major 7, 1 D, the third like G7 9, C major 7 9, some of the girls, C minor 6, and then that's why the lady is a tramp. Or you say on the, okay, and then D sharp 5, it's up to you. Or you can make some lot of fancy, you decide. And then the bridge. She like the free, so G, B, D, E. She like the free, C major 7. That the C major 7, the reverse. The root is coming on the top, that the first, and the third on the top. You see, we have 1, 2, the 3, and we go back to the root position. It's the same thing. When you have 4 notes, you have 3 possibilities: the 1, the 2, the 3, and the root position. You see, on the inversion with 4 notes. Okay, so we're going to choose this one: G, B, C, E. Okay, she like the free. Yes. C major 7, fresh, D7, okay, same chords, A, C, D, F sharp, and then win, B minor 7, scale of B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, roots on minor, 5th and 7, so we have B, D, F sharp, and A, winning her hand, that's the reverse of the E7. We saw the scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, roots at 5th, 7. The root first is coming on the top, like this, then the 1, then the 2, then the 3, and the root position, okay? So we're going to use this one, B, D, E, and F flat. But if you want to play this one, you play this one, of course, okay? But it's more interesting to play this one, because the next one will be A minor 7, you see? Okay, or you can do that, or life without A minor 7, A in the root position, A, C, E, G, life without care, D7, she's broke, G, A7, G just a triad, roots at 5th, G, B, D, A7, the reverse, you remember, the G is coming on the bottom, G, A, D flat, E, it's oak. So you can just play the D7, or you saw on the guide and you decide, or just with one note, like this, or more lower. It's up to you. Well, you decide, and then. It's California, G major 7, it's California, F flat diminished 7, A minor 7, it's cold and it's damn. Same thing, you can just play D7, or, and then that's why A minor 7, A, C, E, G, the lady, okay, D7, is a tramp. So, and now you can decide to play pom pom. You have 2 options. You can stay on the G, or make the descending a chromatic with bisemitone, G, F sharp, F, E, okay, G, B, D, semitone below, G flat, B flat, D flat, F, just the triad of F, F, A, C, and E, or that better, you just revert the root, you see, and you do the same thing, and you carry on with your left hand. G, it's exactly the same, that the G, but the root is coming on top. We're descending a semitone, you see. The F sharp is on the bottom, on the top, sorry, and then we're descending also on the F. Same thing, the F is on the top, and then the E, that the E on the top. In time, it's done like this. Bam, 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 okay? Bam, 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 bam. It's more better like this. You see? And then, or if you don't like, or if it's too hard, I don't know. You can. That's why the lady is a tramp. So you stay here on G, and then that's why the lady is a tramp. That the simplest is possible, but you can do. That's why the lady is a tramp. That's why the lady D7, A minor 7, D7 is a, and now tram 1. Okay, so G, F, E flat, D, F sharp, or G flat, and then go bam 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 bam, and then 1. So at the end, I suggest you play the G major 7 with a 9, 8, 9, you see. So B, D, G flat, and A. And of course we play the roots, the G, okay? So you decide, so the notes for the fingers, 5th, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then with the big one and the pinky, okay? Okay, and same thing for your right hand. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then in time, and then okay, see, and then you see, and then the bows in time. Also, you can do that if you want. You see. You can do some things like this. Or you finish on the G. Just the G like this, really simply. Okay? So you decide, it's up to you. So maybe it's interesting. I will playing for you as simply as without the options, and it's possible because you remember all the way that you what you can find, and then you see, you appreciate, okay? And then we are playing with the rhythm in the second part. We're a little bit advanced. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She likes the theater, but never come late. She never bothers with people she hates. That's why the lady is a tramp. She don't go to crap games with Baron and Nurse. Won't go to Holland in Namin in purse. One day she dirt like some of the girls. That's why the lady is sorry, D6 is a tramp. She like the free, fresh wind in her hair. Life without care, she's broke it's all it's California, it's calling its name. That's why the lady's a tramp. That's why the lady's a tramp. Okay? So as simply as possible. So I think you have all the tools for to make the beautiful song in ballad. So and now, welcome my friends. If a little bit advanced, we try to use to make with some rhythm, okay, but really simplest. So what I suggest is to playing as like a bossa, but what I'm suggesting is to carry on all the song, and to give you all the name of the two notes what I'm playing with my left hands, and we are going to play exactly the same chords with our right hand. So we stay longer on the bars, and I will give you everything, the lyrics also. Okay, so the rule is to, for example, for the G major 7 is to keep the root and the fifth. You see where the fifth at the D. Okay, to put the D, even if we're on the minor mode or major mode, it's not important. What's important that the root and the fifth is coming at the bottom like this. Pom, so D, bum, 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 bum. Then she gets too hungry. So you see, we are going on the G major 7, G with D. She gets too hungry. On the F flat diminished 7, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normally we should play that the fifth, but we're on diminished 7. We have flat 5, so we didn't play the fifth, but the flat 5. Okay, so F flat with D, A minor 7, A with E. For dinner at A, D7, D with A, G major 7, G with D. She liked the theater. E flat, A flat, diminished 7 again. That A flat and D. A minor 7. It's A with E again. Come, never come late, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If you're a little bit advanced, it's not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then G major 7. She, so G with D with the left hand. Okay. You have a good point of view. I'm trying to avoid these two fingers. You see, it's enough. She never bothered. But from ear to ear on the G7 9, G. We stay on the root. You see, G and D. And then on the C major 7 9, C with G. With people she hates. You see, we're changing for the major mode to minor mode, but it's nothing changed for the roots. It will be D, C and G. And then that's why the lady is a tramp. So we're just only to have time to play just only one, the root, the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So again, that's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and resolving. Okay? So again, that's why the lady is a tramp. And then bum bum bum, and then D sharp 5, bum bum bum, and then second verse. But if you don't agree, you can do that's why. For example, you can say that's why the lady is a tramp. She don't go to crab games. You see, you can do something like that. If you don't want to make one, you decide, up to you. So again, she don't go to crab games. So F flat diminished 7, okay, same thing. F flat with D, A minor 7, A with E, with barons and nerves. D7, D with A, G major 7, G with D, won't go to all F flat diminished 7, F flat with D, A minor 7, A with E, naming in pairs, A or, it's up to you, with intervals, the same thing, okay, and then 1 D, G major 7, the dirt line, nothing changed with your left hand, G and D, some of the C major 7, C, G goes C minor 6, and then that why the lady is a tramp, bum, 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 bum. And then she liked the free C major 7, okay, C with G, free, fresh, D7, D with A, and then B minor 7, the fifth, and the F sharp. So we're going to use the F sharp, B with F sharp, winning okay, E with B, A minor 7, A with E, life without care, D7, D with A, she's broke. So we make a stop on the G, broke, A7, it's oak, and then boom, 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 D7, intervals, okay, and then it's California, G major 7, A flat diminished 7, A minor 7, it's calling its name, boom, 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 and then A minor 7, that's why A with E, the lady, D7 is a trend, and tramp, okay, so G, F sharp, F, E, okay, and then that's why minor 7, the lady, D7 is a trend, 1, 4, G, F, same, nothing changed, G, F, E, E flat, D, E, F sharp, and then, so, like this, that's it, that's a wrap, we have, so, that's why the lady is a tramp, bum, 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 and then that's why the lady is a tramp. That's it, that it's a wrap. So I hope you enjoy like me, because it's a real pleasure to offer to you all those tutorials. This song will be inside Frank Sinatra singing B flat. We are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 semitone below, you see. This is really too high for me. But if you want to be and exactly in the tone of Frank Sinatra, you should rise 1, 2, 3 semitone above. Okay, so this song will be inside a playlist that I'm calling Standards, because I think it is standards since a long time, and I really appreciate for since a long time also too. And if you have the curiosity to explore all the content of my channel, you will discovering my passion for the bossa nova. So I've dedicated a lot of playlists, especially Latin, a big one. You can find a lot of big composers, fantastic. But also, of course, of the king of the bossa nova, Carlos Tom Jobim, and with his friends, Vinicius de Moraes, with Toquinho, and a lot of other ones. And you can discovering it's really, really interesting. And I've done exactly the same thing. I mean, in the same spirit, you can play all the songs in ballad first, and the second time a little bit advanced. We try to make some rhythm. Okay. So basto ostinato, that's the process of repeating a rhythmic formula consistently, exactly. That's the term. So, and you may be discovering also too my passion for Michel Legrand, the fantastic Michel Legrand, but check it out, all the transposition key, because sometimes I should photograph it to you. A very easy keys like the G. You see the key G is an easy key, F is an easy key. We have just only one alteration, you see, on the F or on the G, but on the F sharp, for example, we have 5 alterations. You see, this is modified, or on the B, that's 5 or so alterations. This is more difficult for beginners, and my channel is dedicated to the beginners. So I hope you enjoy and you appreciate. So thank you very much for your fidelity and your patience sharing. And I hope to see you again on my channel, and enjoy the words, of course. Thank you. Bye bye.